Siema, z tej strony Kowek, witam was bardzo serdecznie w Five Nights at Freddy's VR. A dzisiaj to będzie krótki odcinek, bo tylko chcę wam coś pokazać. Ogółem jest tu generalnie ten typek. No go tu nie ma w sumie. Ale to mniejsza z tym. Tego typka ogółem można w jakiś sposób usunąć, żeby zamienił się w jakąś formę jakiegoś pluszaka, czy coś w tym stylu. Więc włączamy to. I tu jest właśnie... Tutaj trzeba wejść i odsłuchać ostatnią kasetę, bo ostatnia kaseta mówi o tym, jak go zniszczyć.
There is a way to kill it. It wants to escape. To escape through someone. Someone plugged into this game. That's you now. You have to let it begin the process of leaving through you. Then use the disconnect switch that I've embedded by the main stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Nie wie, kiedy przyjdzie po mnie, czyli może nawet zaatakować teraz. Uwaga! No, czyli teraz nie zaatakował. Jeszcze raz. Bo on nie atakuje tak ciągle, on atakuje w randomowych momentach. Albo trzeba odsłuchać wszystkie taśmy, to ja wtedy wyłączę nagrywanie, bo to będzie pewnie dosyć długie. Albo może i włączę nagrywanie, no nie wiem.
Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Dobra, mam nadzieję, że przyjdzie teraz. Kurw, nie strasz mnie. Bing bong. No, piąteczka. Raz, dwa, trzy. Ostatni raz, dobra? I wtedy odsłuchałem wszystkie kasety po kolei.
Someone plugged into this game. That's you now. You have to let it begin the process of leaving through you. Then use the disconnect switch that I've embedded by the main stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Okej. Teraz po mnie przyjdź. W Springtrapie. Jestem gotowy. Okej, no to ja w takim razie odsłucham wszystkie kasety. Wszystkie po kolei. Pierwsza.
Can you hear me? Don't exit this room, okay? This isn't a mistake. This room isn't a mistake.
O ty
I had to hide these logs away from the core gameplay files in a place that only a beta tester would look,
Dobra,
and in a place
nieważne.
where the files could be protected. I just really hope that the next development team finds this before the game is released to the public. This game has some kind of malicious code in it that we haven't been able to fully contain or even understand for that matter. We're over budget and out of time. But that's not the reason that we're shutting down. Listen, I have to keep this short so the file size will be small enough to fly under the radar. There are more. They may not be in order. I saw it for the first time today. There was a character I couldn't make out who it was, standing at the end of the hall. I thought it was just bugged out, so I made a note of it and kept playing. But then it was looking in the window, and not like Chica or Bonnie would. It was like it was actually looking in the window, seeing what I was doing.
Okej, ciekawe. Nie, ta trzecia taśma chce.
I heard a pretty heated conversation this morning between Dale, our manager, and someone else on the line. It really feels like this project is in trouble, in no small part because of the lawsuit, I'm sure. There has to be a lawsuit, there's no way there isn't. It happened in this building just a few doors down
No
from
ręka moja,
I think it's made worse by the fact that Jeremy
kurwa.
tried to tell us something was wrong. But as a dev team, we all just saw it as a challenge to find what the problem was and fix it.
Zasrana
Who could
ręka.
have known that? I have to go.
No to idź, Jezu.
Have you ever heard of a guillotine paper slicer? It sounds made up, but
No
it's
ta
an
ręka
actual
się
piece of office equipment.
zbugowała.
I didn't even know we had one in the supply room. I guess they're more common at businesses that do a lot of graphic design work.
Ręko, halo.
I remember seeing one when I was still in school, and even then, I knew how dangerous it looked. I was always afraid of
Ja
losing
podejdę
a finger.
bliżej.
That seems so silly now. Jeremy used to do design work. I guess that's how he knew it was there.
No i ten gnojek za mną jest. On mi nic nie zrobi.
The drawers have been emptied out. Someone was here. I don't think it was spring cleaning either. No. There was plastic on the floor. Someone was definitely here during the night. It had to have been the client. I mean, they sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation, told us to scan it, said it would expedite the process so we wouldn't need to program any pathfinding ourselves. It was a budget thing, I guess. It was just junk. Circuit boards and things like that. Looked pretty old. Somehow, though, there was usable code on some of it. It seemed to take hold by itself. Things started changing. But then, he started appearing. At least that's what Jeremy said. I came in early that morning. No one else was there. At least that's what I thought. The supply room was lit. I didn't even notice Jeremy standing in the testing room as I walked past. The supply room was so bright, glowing from all the way down the hall. Jeremy complained of nightmares when he came in this morning.
Jeremy.
He wasn't talking about it like someone telling a friend about his dreams, though. He was pale. Looked like he hadn't eaten in days. He spent an hour talking in Dale's office, but it didn't look like he was given much sympathy. When he came out, he went directly back to the testing room. He doesn't even jump anymore. Nothing scares him. He just stands there like he's talking to someone. Sometimes he rocks from
Kazałam
side
tą
to
ręką.
side. We were
W
told
ogóle
to leave
ruszyć
him alone.
jeszcze?
I knew I was in line to do the testing next. They'd been prepping me for it. I guess they knew that Jeremy would need to be replaced soon.
To była 7. O, zabugowała się. W jakiś sposób.
You can always tell when a company is getting ready to fire someone. They start giving out written warnings for silly things, making sure to build a
Co jest
paper trail
to?
to make a case for firing. Things that
Ręką
normally no one would care
zasraną.
about suddenly become
Buguje
grave
się.
offenses,
Głupia.
all worthy of being written and documented. I guess it works two ways, because it also encourages a person to quit rather
Kiedy się
than be
podejdzie,
scrutinized so heavily.
cholero.
I think Jeremy was too far gone to consider that option, though. The thing about it is that I don't think they were going to fire him because of
No
anything
co
he
się
was doing wrong.
dzieje, kurwa,
They
ręką?
just knew he'd seen something.
No gdzie ty lecisz?
They needed to discredit him.
Podejdź tu! Dobra. Nie będzie jakaś...
There was
Musi
something
go
that
na-
looked like a Halloween mask
denerwować.
laying on the floor. I didn't
Coś jakby
understand.
maska Halloween.
Ink must have spilled. It was only then that I heard a shuffle from the testing room and realized Jeremy must be there. I went back and peered in the window. I couldn't see his face. He had the visor covering his head. He had ink spilled on himself as well. The front of his shirt looked black in the dark room. He turned his head in my direction, but I don't think he knew I was there.
Kabaret. Kabaret to jest.
I was told I had 3 days to finish Jeremy's work. but I know it's just passing the time. They don't really expect me to do anything. It's just to keep up appearances until the buyout is complete. We have to look like we have things under control. There's another potential development studio that wants to pick up from here, but who knows what kind of lies they're being fed to convince them to do it. Against my better judgment, I'm going to do my best to see what's here, make notes of it, and try to isolate where this thing is hiding. At least then, the next person that tests this will have a chance of getting
Chodź
rid of
tu. Co ty Chodź tu. To była teraz... Jesteśmy 10, teraz wezmę 11.
Today was my last day of beta testing, and the anomaly that I've been seeing is nowhere to be found. But after inspecting some of the files, it seems that it's attached itself to these logs.
Chodzi cały czas o niego.
My logs. That can't be an accident. So now I have to make a choice. Do I leave these logs here for you to find, or do I try to purge this thing myself by destroying the logs? I've chosen the latter. I
Kurde.
can't delete them. By creating a protected area to store these logs apart from the game, I effectively gave this thing a safe place to hide itself. It's in here now. I may not be able to delete it, but I might be able to do something else now that it's attached itself. I have an idea.
No okej, to cię słucham teraz.
They lied to us. They lied to all of us. They told us that the whole point of this VR game was to undo the bad PR done by a rogue indie game developer who supposedly made up a bunch of crazy stories that tarnished the brand.
No
But
chodź.
that's not true at all. In their haste to develop this VR game and clear their name, they sent us some things I don't think they intended us to see. Such as a hard drive
zaraz
containing
odłączę to, nie?
emails between Fazbear Entertainment and a certain indie developer. Fazbear Entertainment hired the game developer. Those indie games were designed to conceal and make light of what happened. This isn't
I
just an
zaraz to
attempt
wywalę
to be
w
brand.
piździec, nie?
It's an elaborate cover-up, a campaign to discredit everything.
Okej, dobra. Jeszcze ta kaseta.
I ran a fragmentation
i ta.
program on the area of memory that was storing these logs for you. I effectively broke the files into pieces and broke the anomaly along with it. That means that you won't have my warnings to guide you, but hopefully it also means that this anomaly, this virus, or whatever it is, will remain broken and unable to do more damage.
No też mi się tak wydaje.
There is a way to kill it.
Nie
It
to!
wants to escape.
Stop! Nie to!
Hello. You don't know me. I had created a series of logs for you documenting the troubled development of this VR game that you're now testing, in hopes that you, whoever you are, and whatever team you're with, will abandon development. Now I fear that those logs are being used as a Trojan horse. If you're unable to abandon development, hide all traces of these logs that I've created. I fear that finding them and reassembling them will also reassemble the very thing I've tried so desperately to destroy.
Zaraz tą grę całą restartuję, dobra.
There is a way to kill it. It wants to escape. To escape through someone. Someone plugged into this game. That's you now. You have to let it begin the process of leaving through you. Then use the disconnect switch that I've embedded by the main stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Dobra, to wszystko. Liczmy na to, że przyjdzie. Gotowy jestem, Springtrapie. Dawaj! Patrzcie, jaki kabaret. A ta ręka dalej lata. Czekajcie. Ja muszę to naprawić, bo już kurde. Któryś z tych? Ale ta ręka dalej jest. Ta ręka tu dalej jest. Dobra, użyję przełącznika. Dalej tu stoi. Znowu włączę. I teraz. No wypieprzaj z tą ręką. Zacznij działać.
There is a way to kill it. It wants to escape. To escape through someone.
No to nie wiem co jest z tym
That's you now. You have to let it begin the
No,
process
wyjdź.
of leaving through you.
Wyjdź.
Then use the disconnect switch
Zaraz
that I've
to
embedded by the main
wywalę całe.
stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard
Będę
restart
musiał
of
to
the game
naprawić
and
po
flush
nagraniu,
the
jak teraz
memory,
ten
effectively
gnój się nie
killing it.
pojawi.
I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Dzięki. Obszczany gnój. Dobra, muszę na chwilę wywalić to nagranie i muszę naprawić tą rękę. Jesteś? Kurde. Ja pierdzielę, nie? Już? Udało mi się? No ty no! O kim z tym chodzi? A to właśnie, co się stanie, jak on nie nade mną przejmie kontrolę? Właśnie. Pink, pink, pink. O. O, jestem nim. Stałem się nim. Aha. Okej. Nie wiem szczerze, o co chodzi z tą ręką, dlaczego ona się tak buguje. Ale wydupcone mam. Ja będę próbować, aż on się pojawi.
There is a way to kill it. It wants to escape. To escape through someone. Someone plugged into this game. That's you now. You have to let it begin the process of leaving through you. Then use the disconnect switch that I've embedded by the main stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Przyjdziesz kiedyś, gnoju?
There is a way to kill it. It wants to escape.
Ta ręka mnie denerwuje.
Through someone.
Oddalę się jak najdalej, ale ta ręka nie reaguje.
You have to let it begin the process of leaving through you. Then use the disconnect switch that I've embedded by the main stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Będę musiał zrestartować grę. Jest! Dobra! To i to. 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 Jest? Udało się? Gówno! Nie udało się! Wypieprzej mi z tym! Już się pojawił. Dobra, jak się pojawi, to wam dam znać.
Through someone. Someone plugged into this game.
W ogóle naprawiłem.
That's you now. You have to let it begin the process of leaving through you. Then use the disconnect switch that I've embedded by the main stage. Let it approach you. Let it begin to merge with you. Play the music and flip the switch. That will cause a hard restart of the game and flush the memory, effectively killing it. I hope. I don't know when it will come for you.
Okej, dzięki za info. Mam nadzieję, że przyjdziesz teraz, bo będę chciał cię Dobra, jesteś. Cyk. 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 I? No, i się nie udało. Demu się połączyć, demu, wszystko. A może włączę to? Nie wiem. Ja nie wiem. Nie rozumiem. Jesteś? Kurde! Ja pierdzielę! Nie? Już? Udało mi się? No ty no! O kim z tym chodzi? No nie przyszedł gnój tym razem. No nie wiem, to trzeba jakoś włączyć nagrody chyba, albo przedstawienie. Nie wiem. Kliknąć tu. Załączyć to jakoś. I nie wiem. Jakoś to trzeba zrobić. Dobra. Dobra, zaczyna się ze mną łączyć. Więc tu. I tu. I grę całą wywala, ja nie wiem o co chodzi. A jakby tak... Tak... Szybko? Dobra. I wywala wtedy. No, no właśnie, o co z tym chodzi? Zamontowanego przy scenie. To jest zamontowane do przełącznika. Teraz mam użyć tego, tego i tego. Ale nie zdążę nawet... Jest! Jest! Jest? Działa? Bing bong. Siema. Halo? Nie bij, nie bij. Ja fan jestem. Ale tu są jakieś drzwi, czy co to w ogóle mało być? Co to wszystko? Udało się? Co jest? Po to! Pluszaka mamy. Ale jakiegoś... Takiego... Nie typu... Został po... Naszym kochanym... O, godzina 0000. Czyli jakby pozbyliśmy się... Glitch trapa. Ale został po nim pluszak. Taki fajny. A więc właśnie o to mi chodziło. Go też można jakoś w jakiś sposób zniszczyć. Włożymy go do śmietnika. A, nic się nie dzieje. Ale no jest normalnie. Jakby tak wszystko. Ło, zeżarłem po... Ojej! Uciekł mi. Chodź tu. To jest ciągle ten pizza party. Ta impreza śmieszna. No ale dobra. Mam pomysł, pokombinujemy z tym. Uwaga. Zakładamy mu na łeb. Dobra, czekajcie, trzeba go położyć. Uwaga. Wow. Pacjent ten, trzeba go przytrzymać. Patrzcie, jest. Dobra, to będzie na miniaturkę. O. Tak wygląda ładnie. No widzisz, patrzcie, jaka fajna maseczka dla tego pana Glitcha. Fajnie on się tak świeci z daleka. O, manet. Maskę mogę mu założyć. Fajnie, fajnie, podoba mi się. W ogóle właśnie, nie wiem czy wiecie, ale DLC kupiłem, jak widać. To jest dużo tych, bardzo dużo tych nagród. Będę musiał bardzo dużo przechodzić tych gier, ale no, nie będzie kłopot. Dobra, biorę cię ze sobą. Kładę cię tu. I to było w sumie na tyle w tym odcinku. Ja wam bardzo dziękuję za oglądanie. I trzymajcie się w DLC. Będziemy się tam już widzieć za niedługo. Do zobaczenia.